welcome to the Midday Update. These are the top headlines from our newsroom today. From Supreme Committee's meeting, Minister of Health takes third dose of vaccine. New Urban Master Plan brand identity of Yethi project unveiled. WHO affirms support to person with disabilities. New postage stamp released in the Sultanate of Oman. GCC's first inpatient Ayurvedic hospital open. Saudi Arabia launches first non-profit city. One killed in southern Iran after 6.4 magnitude quake. Sailors ready for start of World Championships in Musanna. And lastly, from Cricket World Cup, Mitchell Marsh Warner star as Australia defeated New Zealand to lift maiden T20 World Cup title. These were the top headlines from our news studio today. Let's see how the weather looks like in the Sultanate. It is going to be mainly clear skies over rest of the Sultanate with chances of late night to early morning low-level clouds or fog patches over governorates of Ad-Dahira, Al-Buraimi, South Al-Sharqiya and Al-Wusta. With that, let's see how the temperature looks like in rest of the governorates. Muscat will be sunny with temperatures between 23 to 31 degrees Celsius. Musanna will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 22 to 28 degrees Celsius. North Al-Batna will be sunny with temperatures between 23 to 29 degrees Celsius. South Al-Batna will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 22 to 29 degrees Celsius. Al-Buraimi is expecting a thunder lightning with temperatures between 22 to 33 degrees Celsius. Ad-Dahira is sunny with temperatures between 21 to 32 degrees Celsius. Ad-Dakhliya will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 20 to 31 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiya will be sunny with temperatures between 19 to 32 degrees Celsius. South Al-Sharqiya will also be sunny with temperatures between 20 to 29 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will also be sunny with temperatures between 21 to 33 degrees Celsius. And lastly, Dhofar, it will also be sunny with temperatures between 23 to 29 degrees Celsius. Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. Now, before we start with the local stories for today, let's see how the COVID-19 situation looks like in the Sultanate. The Ministry of Health has registered no deaths in Oman today, which means the total deaths remain at 4,113. However, the Ministry of Health has registered 8 new cases of coronavirus in Oman. With this, the total confirmed cases now stands at 304,437, which also includes total recoveries of 299,853, as well as total deaths of 4,113. In the last 24 hours, the health officials have also received 13 new recoveries. The Ministry of Health has urged all the citizens and residents living in the Sultanate to follow the precautionary measures issued by the Ministry of Health and the Supreme Committee. And now from a local desk. The Supreme Committee charged with overseeing the COVID-19 pandemic held a press conference to announce new statistics or decisions for the Sultanate of Oman today. Here are some of the key points. His Excellency Dr. Ahmed Mohammed Al Saidi, Minister of Health, started off the press conference by taking the third dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. The third dose of the COVID-19 vaccine is different from a booster dose. It is important that cancer patients, those who have undergone an organ transplant, have AIDS, and patients receiving immunosuppressive drugs take this dose. He added that the fear and concern of having to face another wave of COVID-19 exists in Oman as in other countries around the world. Vaccination alone is not enough. The Supreme Committee is closely monitoring the situation. On gatherings and prayers at mosques, Al-Saidi said, unfortunately, there is a call for closer rows of worshippers for prayer in mosques. There is no one in mosques who can make sure that all worshippers have been vaccinated. The decision of the Supreme Committee to prevent gatherings is still valid. On the possibility of another closure or ban, he said, we hope we will not have to close down or impose a ban again. I appeal to all to take necessary precautionary measures to make sure that everyone is safe, and also that has been set up by the Supreme Committee. We keep hearing news of people opting for hugs and handshakes, which is sad news. He added that there is no consensus reached yet on a health passport for citizens of Gulf Cooperation Council countries. The Sultanate of Oman has requested that GCC country citizens be exempted from RT-PCR examinations at the last meeting held in the Kingdom of Bahrain. However, no decision has been taken yet, he said. Talking during the press conference, Dr. Amal bin Saif Al-Mani, consultant at the Ministry of Health, said that we have noticed a steady increase in influenza cases, especially influenza A, and there have been outbreaks of influenza that extended up to 100 people, and we have monitored deaths due to it as well. She continued saying that the travel controls and procedures for entry of travelers from countries depends on the clinical situation and the capability of those countries to deal with the pandemic. However, Al-Saidi assured that there is no intention at present to close airports or stop flights to Oman from any destination at the present time. A new urban master plan and brand identity of Yethi, one of the largest integrated tourism developments in the Sultanate, was revealed on Sunday with a vision to transform the tourism and the real estate sector in accordance with Oman Vision 2040. The new project by Oman Tourism Development Company, Omran Group, spans over 11 million square meters, strategically located overlooking at the Sea of Oman. The development is designed according to place-making principles that ensure the establishment of innovative standards in urban development and architecture, as well as the activation of valleys, plateaus, and coasts that harmonize within the topography of the site. The Yethi development will be spread over 4 phases, offering a wide range of opportunities for domestic and foreign direct investments alike. This 4-phase development approach takes into consideration the accessibility to infrastructure, connection to main roads, and ease of development, as well as promotion of organic expansion. The Ministry of Health, represented by the Disability Programs Section, commonly known as DPS, of the Department of Non-Communicable Disease, in collaboration with the WHO office in Oman, carried out the Level 4 and 5 of the Virtual Sign Language Training Program on Sunday. The program will continue until the end of December and is aimed at raising the communication level between people with hearing impairment and the medical and allied medical personnel at the primary health care. Saleh Al-Harbi, head of DPS, highlighted the significance of being knowledgeable about sign language for a member of institutions, especially service institutions, in order to facilitate dealing with this important group of society. Meanwhile, the WHO affirmed its continued support for the implementation of programs targeting persons with disabilities in community, as they are essential in reducing barriers between persons with disability and healthcare providers. The Foreign Ministry, in collaboration with Oman Post, launched a commemorative stamp to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Sultanate of Oman's membership in the United Nations. Oman's flag was raised at the United Nations headquarters in New York on October 8, 1971, as the 131st member state. The new stamp was unveiled during a ceremony held at the Foreign Ministry on Sunday under the patronage of His Highness Sayyid Kamil bin Fahad Al Said. The event was attended by Sayyid Badr Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, Engineer Sayyid Hamoud Al Mawali, Minister of Transport, Communications and Information Technology, several undersecretaries and representatives from the Foreign Ministry and Oman Post. The stamp features a photograph of the late His Highness Sayyid Tariq bin Taimur Al Said delivering Oman's first speech on the occasion of its membership in the UN. GC's first inpatient Ayurvedic hospital has opened its door at Saham. Spread over 50,000 square meters of landscaped gardens, Saham Ayurvedic Hospital and Healthcare Center is a multi-specialty wellness retreat affiliated to the renowned brand Raha Ayurveda. Equipped with 68 beds, the hospital offers authentic Ayurvedic treatments, yoga therapies, oil treatments, as well as custom-made dietary meals. There are dedicated departments for physical medicine and rehabilitation, physiotherapy, and speech therapy. It also has a consultation office in Al Khair with 2 treatment rooms. The concept has been conceived by Mr. Chandra Hassan Menon, who has lived in the Sultanate for 40 years. On the occasion of Oman's 51st anniversary, Saham Ayurvedic Hospital is offering 51% discount on inpatient rooms on booking until the end of this month, which is 30th November. Treatments need to be availed by 31st December. For more details, you can call at 9923 0005. This was all from our local desk for today. It's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates coming your way from International Desk. Welcome back to TTV, watching Midday Update, and now from International Desk. Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud announced on Sunday the launch of the first non-profit city, the Prince Mohammed bin Salman Non-Profit City. The city in Riyadh is expected to be a model for the development of the non-profit sector globally, an incubator for youth and volunteer groups, as well as local and international non-profit institutions, the Saudi press agency reported. The city will be built on an area of around 3.4 square kilometers and will support innovation, entrepreneurship, and qualifying future leaders by defining non-profit work. The city that implements the digital twin model will host academics, colleges, schools, a conference center, a science museum, a creative center offering a space to support the ambitions of innovators in sciences and new generation technology, the Crown Prince said. In addition, the city will host venture capital firms and investors to support and incubate innovative enterprises to drive community contributions from around the world. The launch of the city comes day after the announcement of the offering of Saudi nationality to some talented individuals in order to promote creativity and innovations. A person was killed by an electric post which fell due to an earthquake in the Iranian coastal city of Bandar Abbas on Sunday afternoon, State TV reported. The 6.4 magnitude earthquake happened at 15:37 p.m. local time at a latitude of 26.8 degrees north and a longitude of 55.9 degrees east and at a depth of 18 kilometers, according to the Iranian Seismological Center. Less than 2 minutes later, an almost as intense 6.3 magnitude aftershock occurred at a latitude of 27.6 degrees north and a longitude of 56.1 degrees at a depth of 15 kilometers. Many residents in the city of Bandar Abbas, the capital of Hormozgan province, rushed out of their houses into the streets to escape from possible collapse of buildings, Iran State TV reported. The seisms were felt across the Hormozgan province and also in some neighboring countries of Kerman province east of Hormozgan, said an official spokesman. Apart from the victim in Bandar Abbas, so far no other fatality has been announced, but electricity, telephone, and internet services are off in some quake-affected rural areas. Rescue teams are evaluating the damages. Once again, it's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates coming your way from a sports desk. Welcome back to TTV, and now from a sports desk. Oman Sail is preparing to welcome a 148-strong fleet representing 29 countries when the 2021 49er FX and NACRA World Championships gets underway in Musanna on November 16th. Being held in Asia for the first time in history, the regatta is the first global sailing event after the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games and the start of the campaign to qualify for the Paris 2024 Games. The championship will run from 16 to 21st November 2021 at Barcelo Musanna Resort, adding to Oman's reputation as a world-class host and premier sailing nation. The fleet includes Olympians, promising young sailors, high-performance double sailors, and members of Oman's national team, all looking to start their 2024 Olympic campaign in good form. Mitchell Marsh and David Warner played knocks of 77 and 53 runs respectively as Australia lifted its maiden T20 World Cup title at the Dubai International Stadium on Sunday. In the summit clash, Australia outclassed New Zealand by 8 wickets with 7 balls to spare while chasing a target of 173 runs. Australia got off to a bad start as the side lost skipper Aaron Finch in the third over of the innings as he was sent back to the pavilion by Trent Boult. Mitchell Marsh joined David Warner in the middle and the duo took the team's score to 43 runs with 1 wicket down after the end of the power play. Warner took a special liking to Kiwi spinners Ish Sodhi and Mitchell Santner, and the left-handed batter brought up his half-century in the 11th over of the innings. However, the introduction of Trent Boult paid dividend straight away as he clean bowled Warner at 53 runs in the 13th over, reducing Australia to 107 runs with 2 wickets down. Marsh continued with his carnage and he smashed Ish Sodhi for 16 runs in the 14th over, bringing up his half-century, and Australia needed just 48 runs to win from 6 overs. In the end, Marsh and Glenn Maxwell guided Australia home by 8 wickets. With this news, we have come to the end of the episode for today, but stay tuned as we'll be coming back again tomorrow with more updates and latest news your way. Keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.